Good morning, and welcome to Tierra Nueva's morning devotional. I've been really challenged these days as I'm learning more about myself, more about our country, challenged by the teachings of Jesus and how to respond and how to live and how to think. So today I want to challenge us with a parable of Jesus from Luke chapter 18, starting at verse 9. Jesus also told this parable to some who trusted in themselves that they were righteous and treated others with contempt. Two men went up to the temple to pray. One was a Pharisee, a religious leader, and the other a tax collector. The Pharisee, standing by himself, prayed like this: God, I thank you that I am not like other men, extortioners, unjust, adulterers, or even like this tax collector here. I fast twice a week. I give tithes of all that I get. But the tax collector, standing far off, would not even lift his eyes up to heaven, but beat his breast, saying, God, be merciful to me, a sinner. I tell you, this man went down to his house justified rather than the other. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and the one who humbles himself will be exalted. It's tempting at times when we read stories of Jesus to put ourselves in the good spot. I'm the humble one. I'm the one that I come and I hang my head and I say, God, have mercy on me, a sinner. And maybe that's true some of the times, maybe even most of the time. I'm not like that Pharisee. Of course, once we do that, we become like the Pharisee. But I read a version of this week that has really challenged me to look at it with fresh eyes and how Jesus might be speaking it to me. So I want to read that version to you. To some who are confident in their own righteousness and who look down on everyone else, Jesus told this parable. Two men went into a church to pray. One was a Black Lives Matter advocate, and one was a Trump supporter. The advocate stood by himself and he prayed, God, I thank you that I am not like other men, racist, hateful, cruel, ignorant of their privilege, hypocrites, oppressive to women and minorities, anti-immigrant, or even like this Trump supporter here. I go to protests, I support Black Lives Matter, I'm in discussion groups that's bringing greater awareness to issues, I am speaking truth to power. But the Trump supporter stood off at a distance and wouldn't even raise his eyes to the cross. He took off his MAGA hat, and he hung his head, and he groaned as he beat himself on the chest. God, have mercy on me, a sinner. I tell you that this man, rather than the other, went home justified before God. For those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. Maybe that version of it doesn't land for you. So flip it. Flip it. Wherever you're coming from, place yourself in the part of the Pharisee and consider the one that you're judging as the humble one. Consider the ways that we raise ourselves up, exalt ourselves. Jesus says that those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. So let's pray. Jesus, I recognize myself in this. Thank you for challenging me to see all the ways that I exalt myself, even ways that I didn't list. Have mercy on me, a sinner. Have mercy on us all.